Zulu, I need your help. We have been talking about using the TPAC model to plan learning experiences for students, but I am having trouble putting it into practice.
Hello Chino, nice to see you. The TPAC model can be difficult to implement initially, but the more practice you have, the easier it will get. What can I help you with?
My students have been a little restless lately, and they like to be outside, so I have been thinking about using the oval as a basis for our next series of lessons. What kind of subjects do you think I could teach?
The obvious answers to me are HPE and maybe SUS. What did you have in mind?
Two was thinking that it might suit mathematics.
Good choice. Now to plan using TPAC, first you need to look at the essential learnings and choose a concept.
The measurement strand includes students understanding that standard units and a range of instruments are used to measure and order attributes such as length and area. This might suit.
What about a context for learning?
This could happen just before the sports carnival. The HP teacher is going to need to know the perimeter of the oval to mark out the running tracks, and the area would help her to plan where to place different field events. What do you think?
Great. This matches the learning and assessment focus, which says that students should construct new knowledge by engaging in purposeful mathematical activities and investigations. Next, you need to choose what pedagogy you are going to use.
I want to use a constructivist pedagogy with an inquiry-based approach. I think that the students might be more engaged if they are able to choose what tools they are going to use to make their measurements. Afterwards, we can discuss which tools each group chose and how accurate and easy to use they were.
Great. This is an inquiry-based approach to learning, and also matches the ways of working that students evaluate their own thinking and reasoning in relation to the application of strategies and procedures. Now the last step in planning using the TPAC model is choosing the technological tools which will best match your content and pedagogical focus.
This is where I am really having some trouble. I know what I want, but I cannot find the software that will allow me to do it. Can you give me any suggestions?
There's an iPhone application available called Dimensions. It has a range of 13 different tools that you can use to measure, with a digital trundle wheel, rulers and tape measures. It's 3D, so the students will love it. It'll be interesting to see what kind of choices students make about which tools they use.
How will the students know if they are doing it right?
Remember that you are wanting to use an inquiry-based approach. Students will explore using their chosen tool. It will be through observation of other students during the exercise and then discussion with their classmates that will help them identify effective tools in the future.
I think that's going to work well. Zulu, thank you so much for your help.
No problem, Chino.
I think we're going to use this one this time. Okay, so first we need to do is we need to measure my shoe. So we go get a ruler here, this big long ruler, and we're going to measure my shoe. So we put it right back to where it says 0. We go along here, and mine ends up at 100. Well, no, 200. So go here, and we're going to go I've measured my shoe, and now we know that it's 200 centimeters, and now I came up to a big oval and says this tool helps you measure the size and surface of fields. It can be used to measure distance up to several hundred yards. In our example, we will be measuring a distance of 23 meters, 25 yards.
Right.
And now I go ahead, and now he's putting on the ground. Says that, and we start at this end, and he's going like this, and then there's this thing happening there. Each time you press it, and you go next. Now we know what to do, and now this is what we do. We press each time he walks across, and there he is there. And that's what he's doing.
So if you're going to measure the oval, Mitchie, can you run?
No,
To
because
measure it
then
out?
you can put your foot firmly together.
Okay.
Now he's almost done, and this is what he does. He puts it near, and he goes like this, and he goes to the side.
What's he using to do that with, Mitch?
The iPhone, he's going like this.
Okay.
Now we go next. Now see what he's doing? He's going like this. And this is what the meter is that he did. And that's his iPhone going across. And that's where he is. And that's how much meters. And these go apart. And 26 steps. Is that how much? We go next.
So is that how many steps he counted, taking
Yes.
from one side to the other? Is
Yes.
that why it says 26 steps there?
Yes.
Okay. So what do we do next?
Well, I think I understand what to do.
Okay, so can we give it a go?
Okay. I bring this thing across there, and let's see how we're going to go. Oh, right, sorry, did wrong.
That's okay. What was the problem there?
Well, I did put my shoes in front of me.
Aha.
So let me try again.
Why are you clicking the screen?
Because it shows us how many steps.
Right. Are you finding it hard to balance and watch the iPod at the same time?
Yes, I find it hard to know where my shoes are as well.
Okay. So is there something you can do to make that easier?
I don't think so. Maybe I should look at this, and then I can press it.
Okay, Mitch, let's stop there and pretend that's one corner of the oval.
Okay.
Now what do you do next?
Well, this shows us how many steps. It says 20 steps it took.
Right.
I'm confused about all these numbers. I need to know what it's about.
The students enjoyed being able to use their iPhones and being able to choose which measurement tool to use.
Were they able to use the app easily?
It was very complex for many. Because we were using an inquiry-based approach, it took longer than I had expected for them to learn how to use it.
Perhaps an instructivist approach would have been more beneficial initially, teaching the students how to use the technology.
I agree, although the students did enjoy being able to work it out.
How effective was the tool?
The results varied greatly. To be accurate, students needed to be extremely precise when inputting their information. They also needed to be able to watch what was happening on their screens at the same time as walking in a straight line. This caused difficulty also.
In this circumstance, Chino, while the students may not have achieved accurate results, I think that they were able to learn a great deal. They understand that their choice of technology tool is important, that it is not always the easiest or most accurate way to get results, and that success is determined by many factors.